All right, welcome everyone. Go ahead and get onto Scratch and log in and get into the project you had previously, which was the shooter game, one that looked like this. All right, so last time what we added, I think, was we added damaging the enemies. We added I think taking damage. Did we add that? Yeah, we added taking damage. We also added some the bullet kind of sprite for that what is it called? The tank enemy? Yep. But the tank enemy isn't really working right now. So let's check out the problem. I'm gonna take a look at this real quick. You don't need to do anything right now. I see. Okay. Okay, I see. All right. Okay, so first of all, last time what we did was we created this spawn enemy kind of code in the enemy sprite. So this is what spawns the enemy bullet. But we actually need the code for the enemy bullet. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to I think control, and then we're going to drag out when I start as a clone. And then after that, we're going to scroll back up a bit, and then we're going to find an if statement. What we're going to do here is we're going to check if the enemy type is equal to bullet, as we set previously. Right here, we should have set enemy type to bullet. So we're going to go to operators, and then we're going to drag on an equal sign. And then we're going to go to variables, and then we're going to drag out the enemy type variable, kind of like um, I'm going to check whether it's equal to bullet.
冒选
我拿给你，你像哥哥一样把它吃掉。
Wait, what did you say?
I gotta make
What did you think?
Oh, what I did was I simply added this thing in the enemy sprite. I added when I start as a clone for the bullet, and then we're gonna check if enemy type is equal to bullet. Then we're gonna do something specifically for the bullet.
Oh, wait. Okay.
Yep. Okay. So after we have this, we're gonna have a repeat until, and then we're gonna check whether we're gonna drag on an or first, repeat until, and we're gonna check if it's touching player or and drag on another touching mouse pointer, touching edge. So if it's touching the player or it reaches the edge, then it's going to disappear. And how are we going to make it disappear? We can simply delete the clone. So go to get control and then the bottom, and then put delete this clone after the repeat until. Wait, hold on. Let me see. I'm just trying to look at something. Um, okay. So in this space, in this repeat until space, we're going to go to motion, and then we're going to drag out move 10 steps and place it there. All right. So now what we have here is we checked that if the enemy type was bullet, and then we made it so that it would moving forward, moving 10 steps until it either touches the player or touches the edge, which means it hits something, and then we delete the clone. And we already have the part where the player takes damage coded because it's counted as an enemy type, and if any enemy type touches the player, then it dies. But here's the weird part, right? Look at what the tank is shooting itself. So that's a problem. The reason this happens is because we didn't set the proper costume. So we're going to go to looks, and then we're going to make sure we drag out a switch costume to tank bullet inside the if, but before the repeat until. All right, now for some reason the tank goes invisible. Now that's a problem.
Wait, I don't have a tank bullet.
You don't have a tank bullet? Go to costumes and check if you have it named something else. It could be named like costume 3 or something. So the one that is actually a bullet itself. That would be tank bullet. If you don't have it, just go ahead and draw it real quick. It's a very tiny thing. Oh, and I know why the tank is hidden now. So we're going to go to this spawn enemy bullet here, and we're going to remove this hide. This hide was on accident. We shouldn't actually hide this. So let's remove that, and now it should stay shown. So let's see. The tank is coming towards me and attacking me. Boom, it shoots the bullets. Nice. Now what if I move away? It's going to turn, and it's going to shoot the bullets once it's close enough. Oh, that's nice.
My thing doesn't shoot bullets. My tank doesn't shoot bullets.
What does it shoot?
Nothing.
Nothing?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see what could be wrong.
Tank shoots tanks.
So first of all, let's make sure we switch costume to tank bullet over here. That's important because we want to actually show the tank bullet. So in the if and before the repeat until. So do you have that?
Where? Oh, yeah.
Okay. You have that?
Yeah.
All right. What else it could be is if we could go to this one real quick. When I start as clone, if enemy type is equal to 2, which is the tank, then switch costume to tank.
Where is that?
It's somewhere in the enemy code. You just need to find it real quick. It's like it should have when I start as clone right here, and then it should check whether enemy type is equal to 2. Did you find that?
I have that part, but everything else is like different.
Wait, could you share your screen real quick, please? Let me allow sharing for multiple participants real quick. Yes. All right, there we go. Now go ahead and share. Awesome.
It's right there.
Hold on, let me see. Oh, okay. I see. You don't have Okay, I see. That's strange. You shouldn't have 2 different code segments. Oh, actually you should. Never mind. I was wrong. Okay. So it looks like you haven't actually completed this code. So I'll give you some time to complete this code. You see, it's those 2 code segments on my screen. So this first one that I have over here, that one is going to be the one on your screen, the top one.
I can't see your screen.
Oh, can you just go back to Zoom and try to see it? I think.
Oh, okay.
Do you see it now?
Yeah.
Okay, so that piece of code is going to be copied onto
Is that the only one I need to do?
Oh, and you have to do the other one. I'll help you though. So the first one is in the else, you'll have to place a wait 1 second for that first one.
Wait.
See that?
I need to I think I need to go back to my screen again.
Yeah, go back to that screen. I'll tell you what to do.
Wait,
So you can
where
finish this.
is my screen?
Um,
How do I look
you-
at my screen again?
what you can do is just press Alt and then Tab. Alt and then Tab. Does that switch screens for you? Make sure you're holding down Alt and then press Tab.
Oops. Oh, okay. There we go.
There we go. So in that else, after the move 0.5 steps, do you see that? Can you put your
Yeah.
mouse there so I can see?
Um,
Okay. In there, place wait 1 second. The one in the middle. The one in the middle. The empty
this
else? No, not that one. Up. Up. Up a bit more. No, on like the other code segment on top of it.
Oh,
Yeah, in the else there, right. And then after that, you're gonna go to my blocks, my blocks, and then you're gonna do spawn enemy bullet, drag it in, enemy bullet, the one on the top.
oh.
And then you place it after the wait 1 second. And then for X, you're gonna go to motion, scroll down a bit, and you'll find circular blocks that say X position, Y position, and direction. You're gonna place them respectively in the X, Y, and direction. Yep, there you go. All right, so now you're done with the bullet shooting. Now for the other one, oh, that one's quite a bit, but it's okay. I think you can get it. It's gonna be inside the forever loop for the other enemy type equal to. You're gonna place an if. In fact, two ifs right next to each other.
Like the if touching bullet then thingies. Wait, which? Wait, I don't think you're on the thing. I don't think you're on the code right now.
I am on the code. It should be. You should see it.
The pink one? Like the one with the direction, Y position, X position thing?
No, hold on. The one where it says when I start as clone, if enemy type is equal to 2, the other one,
Oh.
the small one. Do you see?
Oh, okay.
The one that has an empty forever loop. In
this-
there, you're gonna place two ifs right next to each other. So no, not that one. Oh wait, no, yeah, put it in. Oh, you already have the code. That's great. Put it in the forever loop. Oh yeah, that's great. Okay, well that's it then. Everything should be working. Go ahead and try it out.
Oh,
Okay. Wait, just wait. Sorry, what?
I don't think it's.
Oh, it's gonna come close to you first. So once it gets close to you, then it's gonna start shooting.
Oh, well, I
Oh.
probably made mine too big.
Oh,
Okay.
but there's also another thing. Can you remove the hide in the top pink block? Like the very top in the middle? No, not that one. Not that one. To the right. Yep. That. Remove that hide. All right, there we go. Now everything should be working. And I'll help you with that project cannot save later. All right, once we're done.
Okay.
And right now you can go to costumes and you can change. All right, great. Thank you. All right, now everyone, we may continue now. So, let's see. We have the bullet working.
Huh?
And in this, so everyone listen up, because
这个
now
完
we're
了。
going to be continuing this for everyone.
Mom,
We want to repeat until
我们快乐之战。
okay, so we're going to repeat until either touching the player or touching the edge, but we're also going to do another one, or touching bullet, because we're going to check if it's touching our bullet, then we want it to disappear as well. So drag out another or and drag out another touching mouse pointer and change it to touching bullet. And once you have this set up, we're going to drag the previous touching player or touching edge, and we're going to place it in the first or song. So now it becomes 3 ors. So touching player or touching edge or touching bullet. And we're going to place that in the repeat until. So what this does is it makes it so that the bullets from the enemy and the bullets from you can actually collide. So they can stop each other. So let me try it out. There we go. See, when they touch each other, they actually collide and they disappear. They cancel each other out. That's the neat thing about it. And then the final thing we're going to add here is we're going to go to control. And then right before delete this clone, we're going to wait 0 seconds. Now remember that 0 seconds is actually not 0 seconds. It's actually 1 tick. This is going to stop for a little short while. Make sure you add that. What that does is it gives time for the bullet to respond. So now we can actually cancel the bullets out, like swords clashing with each other. Okay. Now let's go to the bullet sprite. Actually, is everyone done? Does anyone need more time? Okay. Then I'm assuming no. Okay. So now let's go to the bullet sprite and let's rename this to player bullet to make it more clear that it's the player's bullet. And you just rename it down here where it says sprite. So next to it, just rename it right here. Okay. All right. So now we should have everything we need to set up the basis for this game. So if we click flag, oh wait, why isn't it working? What the heck? Oh, huh. Wait a second. Hold on. That's strange. Let me reload my page. Let me see if that's just a temporary problem. Oh yeah, it's a temporary problem. If you can't shoot your bullet anymore, reload your page. Make sure you save your project and reload it. But if it's working, then it's fine. Okay. So now we have everything we need to basically set up the game.
Wait, what did you put in the player bullet?
The player bullet? Oh, I didn't put anything new. I just renamed it to player bullet. That's all I did. All right.
Copies of the enemies.
Yeah. And here's the beauty about it. We can easily
Did you add anything in the player bullet?
No, I didn't add anything. I just changed the name. That's it.
Did you add anything in the player?
No. Nothing new. I don't think anything new, at least. Do you have this? Wait 0 seconds in the if enemy type is equal to bullet thing in the enemy sprite? Do you have that?
Yeah, but when I'm playing the game, there's like my bullet is showing up on the screen.
Your bullet is showing up on the screen? Isn't that what it's supposed to?
No, like the tank's not shooting it, it's just there.
Oh, the tank is just there? Like the enemy tank?
No, the enemy bullet is just there. It's not doing anything. It's just there.
Wait, share your screen again, please.
It's like in the corner. But...
Oh, but actually, it's in the corner? Okay, so
the player health 17 area.
Okay. Can you just click the flag again and see what happens? Does it disappear?
It's still there.
Still there?
Yeah.
At the very let's see. Spawn enemy. Okay. Maybe you should hear. Everyone, this is for everyone, not just for you. Everyone, we should add a hide block. So let's go to the start game. This is where all the stuff happens. The start game code. When I receive start game, let's add a hide block to the very end of it. Just in case. All right, did that work for you? So click the flag again and check. Is the bullet gone?
No, it's still there. Wait.
Is it a big issue or is it just slightly blocking the screen?
Oh wait, now my tank's just there. It's not. There's like two of my tanks.
Wait, what? Okay. Could you just share your screen real quick so I can check it out?
It's probably not.
It's not a big thing. It's not a big deal.
Um, it's
Okay, let me
like
see.
there's like issue. There's like a duplicate.
Oh, I think I know what's going on. Let's see. Oh, well, you didn't add the hide block at the very end?
Here.
Like in start game. No, in the when I receive start game.
Here.
Yes, down. Yep. Make sure you
Now
add
do
a
I
hide there.
where? Here.
Yeah, right there.
Do I
All
also
right,
add a
now.
hide here?
Yeah, both of them.
Um,
Now it should be gone, right? It's gone.
yeah.
Okay, great. That
Okay.
works. Okay. So now everyone, we need to patch up. I forgot one thing. We need to actually patch up the enemy tank's code a bit because there is a small little problem. Okay. So what we're gonna do is go to the when I start as clone. If enemy type is equal to 2, switch costume to tank. Make sure this is the one where it's the walking code. The other one is the health code. Make sure this is the move 0.5 steps code. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to control, scroll down a bit, and we're gonna drag out another when I start as clone. And then we're gonna drag out another if, and we're gonna check if the enemy type is equal to 2 once again. So we're gonna drag out equal and then variable enemy type. Once you have this, we're gonna actually check if the distance to player, we're gonna drag out an if else. Sorry. I mean if else. Wait, no. First we're gonna put a forever loop in here. Sorry. And then we're going to place an if else in the forever loop, which is in the if. And then we're going to do if player health, or sorry, not player health. If we're going to drag out a less than operator. And we want to check, go to sensing, and then we're going to drag distance to mouse pointer. We want to change it from distance to mouse pointer to distance to player. If it's, sorry, not less than, I messed up. Remove the less than, we're going to actually do greater than. So if it's greater than 150, so it should be the same as what's up here, like very similar. If distance to player is greater than 150. All right, and make sure you all change it to distance to player. It's default distance to mouse pointer. Should be distance to player. Okay. Now once we have this, we're gonna take the code from the previous kind of switch costume to point towards and move code. We're gonna take the code from the else and we're gonna move it to the else on the other one. So what we should end up with having is we should have one that ends up with an empty else, and we should have one that ends up with an empty if. But the else, it has something. I'm going to test it out real quick. What this changes is it should make the enemy so that it still turns towards me and it shoots. Just like that. It can still turn towards me and shoot. Previously, what would happen was it would get stuck and it wouldn't turn towards me and shoot. It would just like be stuck in one place and seemingly shoot me from the side. Oh, now we can even dodge the attacks. Look at that. If we're far away enough and move fast enough, we can actually dodge the attacks. Actually, no, this one's a bit difficult. Let's see. Oh, there we go. Dodge an attack. But we can also retaliate by attacking, and we can actually block one of the enemy bullets by hitting at the exact same time. Or yeah, you can spam it. All right. Does anyone have a problem or does anyone need more time? If so, please tell me. All right. Well, it looks like no one has a major problem or anything. That's great. So this game is coming together pretty well, I'd say. Um, I think what we can do here is we can add some UI changes. So what it looks like to the player. So it looks kind of ugly right now with the player health and money. It doesn't really kind of show us like good information like that. It's not it doesn't really look too good. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna exit and then you see these like indicators, put your mouse over it, and then you can right click it. Right click it. Once you right click it, there should be 4 options. Normal readout, large readout, slider, or hide. We're going to click large readout.
Wait, where do you get
We find it by right clicking the indicator. So once we right click it, we should see the menu. And if you don't know how to right click, you either click the right button on the mouse, or if you have a touchpad, then you're going to use 2 fingers at the same time and tap. And then once you have that, you should have these options and you're going to click a large readout. Once you have this, you should have, well, exactly what it is, a large readout. And let's just drag it somewhere over here for now. Let's drag the health like somewhere over here and do the same thing for the money. Change it to a large readout and drag it like somewhere on the bottom. Make sure you know that it's the health and it's the stuff. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to add the user interface. So go down to choose a sprite and then click paint. So we're going to have a new sprite. And we're going to call this menu. Actually, no, we're just going to call this health and money display for the sprite name. Once we have this in the costumes, we can see this entire screen. All right, this area over here that is labeled by these edges, that's the screen width and stuff. That's the screen. What we're gonna do is I'm gonna add a text here by clicking the T and then by clicking on the screen somewhere on the corner there, I'm gonna write down money. Or actually, no. First, I'm gonna write down health. And then I'm going to change the color to like black because I just want it black. And then you can also change the font. I think I'm probably going to do, handwriting. I like handwriting. I think it's pretty nice, but you can do something else. It really doesn't matter. And then below it, we're going to put a $sign. And you can change the font for that as well. So I'm putting it on the left corner, just like that. And then here's what we got to do that's really important. In the X and Y parameters over here, right over here, there, and there, we're going to change both these values to 0 so that this is in the center of the screen. So now you can see the health and dollar symbol right over there. I'm going to move the dollar symbol around a bit more. There we go. What I'm going to do now, make sure you move it to the center by doing the X and Y to 0, changing the X and Y value to 0. X and Y value to 0 right over here. Change it to that so that it's in the center. This entire thing is in the center, but for me, it's in the corner because I actually drew the sprite on the corner. Finally, we're going to drag the readouts to its appropriate place. Right? Like for health, I'm going to put it right up there. as health. And then for money, I'm going to put it right over here to display money. And if your background doesn't really fit your health well, I think what we can do is we can add for if you want to, you don't need to do this. We can add like a kind of like background. I'm gonna make it like a kind of beige or something, whatever this is I have. And then you can click the back on the very top there, once you have the shape, to move it to the very back. So now I have this to make sure we can see the health and money. And once you have that, make sure you move the readouts to the proper place. So move the health to the health and the money to the money. But you only do this background if you need it to make it look good. And you can customize it as much as you want. But I'm going to remove the background because it doesn't really work for mine. So now we have some pretty clean displays. We have health 20 and $0. $0. So if we go full screen, we can see them right next to each other right there. And you can adjust it as much as you want. I'm going to move this one down a bit to create more space. Same thing with the dollar symbol. I'm going to move it down a bit, just a bit. For me, you don't have to change this. Okay.
I can't see my tank when I'm playing.
Now, once we have this, now we're going to go back to the enemy code.
I can't
And
see
then
my
just go to the place where you have when I receive start game. This kind of header with the hide, spawn enemy, and then hide again.
I can't see my tank when I'm playing.
So once you're in this enemy sprite, this is once we have this once we have this what was that at? Once we have this, once we're here, just move it to some empty space. And now temporarily move the two hides together and remove the spawn enemy type things. And this is very customizable, all right? So what we can do here is we can actually do a kind of like, I guess, let's do...
I can't see my tank when I'm
So
playing.
do we want the enemies to spawn in waves? So like they go in one wave, they go in another wave, you know? I think that's a good idea. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna just temporarily disconnect these. And we're not gonna, let's see. What can we do here? Let's remove one of the hide blocks. Let's just keep one of them. The other one just remove. And now let's go to my blocks and let's create a custom block. Name it spawn wave 1. And then that's it. Make sure you click, actually don't click run without screen. Just click OK once you have this. Make sure not to tick this. Do not. No ticking the box. And click OK. Now we're going to move this to some empty space as well. A bit far away from the start game. And then we're going to move the two spawn enemies that we had in there to there. And for spawn wave 1, we're just going to place it right in the spot start game. So where we go to my blocks and we actually move the spawn wave 1 block. Yep. Okay. So now we want these enemies to actually spawn in the corner or something like that. So we can really, really customize this. So I think what we should do is we should do a pick random operator. Okay, so I think for this wave 1, I think we should spawn the first enemy in the position Y position. Let's do 180. 180. Now what this means is it's going to spawn at the very, very top. You can see that it spawns at the very, very top right there. And for the position X, we're going to pick a random number between negative 240 to 240. This makes it so it spawns from a random position on the top. Random positions on the top. So every time we click the flag, it's going to spawn somewhere different. You can see when I click the flag repeatedly, it spawns in different places. You can find the pick random in operators. And then what we can do is we can right click this singular block here and we can click duplicate. So we can create a copy of it. This time, we're going to spawn something from the very bottom. So we're going to change the Y position to negative 180. So now 2 of them should spawn, one on the top, one on the bottom. And then we should duplicate both these blocks. By right-clicking the top one and then duplicating them, you get both of them. What we can do is we can move this pick random on both of them to the Y position instead of the X position. So now for position X, let's make it 240 for the first one and negative 240 for the second one. So they spawn on the right side and the left side respectively. Let's click it on. And then for the Y position, let's change it from negative 180 to 180, and the other one also from negative 180 to 180. So it spawns it in a random Y position. So what happens when we click flag is the zombies, or not the zombies, the soldiers come and attack you from all 4 directions, but from random places in those 4 directions. So you can see each time I click, it's different. And maybe let's add some space between them. So let's go to control and let's wait 1 second between each spawn. Actually, I think we should wait 2 seconds. I feel like that's a good way to do it. 2 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, great. And then let's spawn a tank to spice things up a bit for this first wave. So at the very end, put that spawn type 2 that you had just waiting down there. And then let's change its position. Let's make it somewhere random. Let's say from the top. I feel like the top would be good here. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to operators and then we're going to drag the pick random and then we're going to place it in the position X. So we're going to make it from negative 240 to positive 240. And then the position Y we're going to change to 180 to be the very top. So now if we click the flag, the zombies should come from all 4 directions, and then a tank should spawn. Just like that. Now let's wait a bit longer before the tank spawns, like 5 seconds, to make it easier.
My tanks don't move.
Your tanks don't move?
Yeah.
Oh, once they get close to you, they shouldn't move. So try to move away from you. Try to move away from the tank. Then it should start moving. That's how we coded it. Does it work now? So look, mine is not moving either until I move away. It starts chasing you once it's far away. Do you see that?
I don't think it's moving.
It's not? Could you go ahead and show me your screen again, please?
Like, share it?
Yeah. Okay, thank you. Oh, it's not. Oh, I see. We click the flag again.
Oh.
Wait, what the heck? Okay, wait, hold on. Can you go to your code real quick?
Um,
In the Okay, wait. Let me see something. Can you move over a bit? Move over a bit more, please. Okay, let me see. Um, let me type equals to bullet. Oh, I think I see now. Okay, do you see that hide you put the hide after that one? Yep, yep, where your mouse is? Right there. Can you move that to the other spawn enemy type? Or spawn enemy? Yeah, there we go. Now click the flag, and now everything should work. Let's see. Oh, look. Great.
okay.
And if you get close to it, it should stop, right? All right. That's great. All right, now let's continue doing the code for spawning the enemies. After we spawn the tank, we're going to give the player a bit more time to kill the tank. So after that, let's wait like 10 seconds. And then we're going to repeat this 3 more times for wave 1. So put a repeat around it repeat around the entire thing 3 times. Change the number to 3, and then there we go. Okay, now, if we actually try to play the game, let's see if it's too hard or it's easy enough. Boom. I can kill those guys, and then the tank spawns. Maybe it's a bit too easy, but that's fine, because it's only wave 1. Oh, wait, that may be a bit long. Maybe let's change the wait 10 seconds to wait 5 seconds. You can make it easier if you want. Everyone, you can all change these values if you want. You can make it easier by increasing the wait time, or you can make it harder by decreasing the wait time. But it's just a matter of preference. Of course, these kind of spawning waves you can customize as much as you want. You don't have to do exactly what I'm doing. Dang, yeah, that enemy took forever. Oh, it is a bit challenging, I think. Okay. Trying to kill that tank. And we can move around if we just press the arrow keys. So I think that's pretty nice. And we get a total of $27 from all this. That's nice. Okay. So that's going to be wave 1. All right. I think we may have time to do another enemy type. Do you think we all should do
Archer.
I think we already have a kind of archer, which is the tank. But I think we should do an enemy that's really fast. That just chases you. I think that's a good one. A speedster. So let's go into the costumes and let's design that speedsters kind of thing. So what we can do is we can kind of copy the soldier. So we can right click the soldier costume and then click duplicate. And I'm going to move this to the very bottom. And then I'm going to rename it to Speedster.
Wait, how do you duplicate?
How do you what now?
Duplicate.
Oh, duplicate by right clicking. Do you see the costume? Hover your mouse over it and right click it. And you'll see duplicate, export, delete. Click duplicate. If you can't do that, yeah, you can also do copy and paste. You can highlight the entire thing, press copy up here, and then paste it into a new costume, empty blank costume canvas. So once you have this, we can make it different by maybe adding some, changing up the design a bit. I think I want the hair to be like kind of bluish, and then the body to be like, I guess, what can represent speed? I always think of blue when it comes to speed for some reason, but so I'm just gonna do blue to distinguish it. But you know, I think what we can also do is we can just add like these little kind of dash lines at the back of it to show that it's running fast, right? Maybe that would work well. No, actually, I don't think that would look good in the actual thing because it would be like an actual enemy. Yeah, no, probably not. I don't. Eh, maybe we can keep it actually. I'm gonna keep it for now, actually. I think it's unique. I'm gonna make the eyes like different color as well. Just give it a like a different design, you know? I'm gonna make it white. I think that looks pretty good. But you all can customize it however you want. It doesn't have to be even remotely close to what I have. Just be as creative as you want. Oh, that's a bit bright. I'm gonna make the body like this kind of color. There we go. I think that looks pretty good. I'm gonna give you all some time. Because coding this is actually really easy. Probably gonna add some like little streaks in the hair as well. I think that would maybe look good. Something like that. Okay, now I think it looks really different from the soldier. I think the goal is to make it look really different so you can easily tell the difference. I'm actually gonna make the dagger slightly blue as well. I think that would look cool. Make it quite bright. Make the dagger a bit bigger. There we go. I think that looks great. All right. Does anyone need more time designing their speedster enemy? And make sure once you're done to rename the costume name to Speedster so you know exactly what it is. It's not important to the actual code, but it's important for organization. Keeping it organized is important. Okay, so now let's go back to the code. And then let's find this piece of code. When I start as clone, if enemy type is equal to 1, switch costume to soldier. Since the speedster is almost the exact same as a soldier, except faster, we can just copy the code. So we can just hover our mouse over the very top when I start as clone right over here, right click it, and then click duplicate. Make sure you're in the code now, because this is really important. Duplicate. So once again, to reiterate, we're going to duplicate the one we have right here, where it's when I start as clone, if enemy type is equal to 1. Since the soldier has almost the same code. So duplicate it and move it somewhere else. And in this duplicate one, we're going to change enemy type equal 1 to enemy type equal 3. Because 3 is going to be the speedster. And then for the costume, we're going to switch the costume to speedster. And then since this enemy is way faster, I think we should give it less health. I don't want it to be as powerful. So let's change the enemy health to 3. But let's make it 5 times as fast. Or 3, actually no, 3 times as fast. So where it says enemy health on the very top, set enemy health to 3. We can change that to, sorry, when it was originally 5, we can change it to 3, or if it's, you can change it to anything else you want. But I think 3 works good. 3 bullets will take it out. And then make sure in the move steps, you change it to something like 3 steps. Or it used to be 1. That's the normal speed, but let's change it to something else to make it faster. I'm going to do 3. I feel like 3 is a pretty good speed. To test it out, let's go to my blocks and then let's do spawn enemy type 3, and then do position X do 240 and position Y do 0. Spawn enemy type 3, position X, and then you can just click it to spawn the speedster enemy. I think that looks pretty good. Ooh, the bullets do stop it though, so I think we should make it even faster. I'm going to make it move 5 steps. Each tick. So boom, that's really fast. You have to be really careful and you have to retarget. Yes, I like that. I really like that. I also don't really want it to be staggered that much, but it's fine. I see. That's pretty good. We have a new speedster enemy type. We have to spawn it
When is the
manually.
speedster supposed to show up?
Sorry, what?
When is the speedster supposed to show up?
The speedster. Well, we haven't implemented it in yet, but we will actually right now.
Okay.
So, what we're gonna do once you're done with that is we're gonna move to the spawn wave 1, and then in between, before the tank, I think we should spawn an enemy type 3. So let's see. After the wait 5 seconds, do spawn enemy type 3, and then make it so the position X is random. Pick random between negative 240 to 240, and the position Y is negative 180. And then after that, make sure we do a wait, like, I'm gonna say 3 seconds. So let's try it out. So I can kill that guy. I can kill that guy easily. Kill that guy as well. Oh, the speedster comes. Boom. Very nice. And then the slow tank comes. Tank is super slow. We may as well just kill it now. Oh boy. See, the speedster is really powerful. It damaged me even though I reacted pretty quickly. So let me kill this tank. And the annoying thing about the speedster is, like, for example, if I couldn't kill these zombies in time, or these soldiers in time, then the speedster would just come in, and boom, I have to turn around to damage them. So I think that's pretty nice. I wonder if we have the speedster code for the money, though. I think the speedster should give $2. So let's go to the speedster code in the when if enemy type is equal to 3. Let's change the change money by to 2. Instead of 1. It used to be 1 because the soldier was 1. Let's change it to 2. Make sure we're doing this, all right? Changing the code here. In enemy type 3, if enemy type is equal to 3 when I start as clone, make sure you do change money by 2, so it can increase your money by 2 every time you kill it. All right. So I think that's it for wave 1. So we added a new enemy type today, and we also added in an actual wave, and we fully finished coding the tank. Now I feel like the tank is a bit weak. So I think we should go to enemy type equal 2. Then we should make it move. No, actually, no, I think it's fine. We don't need to change anything. So what y'all can do is you can customize the code in this spawn wave as much as you want. This spawn wave code right here, it's really you can change it however you want. I don't care what's in this code as long as it spawns enemies. You can make it so that it spawns a bunch of enemies. Like honestly, it would be fun to do that. I mean, you can make it so that it spawns completely all speedsters, all tanks, or anything. You can do anything in here, just as long as you put it in the spawn wave code. Now, for everyone, let's add like a wait let's add like a wait 2 seconds before we spawn wave 1. No, actually, let's do wait 1 second to give the player a bit of grace time when they start the game so they can get adjusted. Just wait 1 second before spawn wave. All right. Now we should have everything. Pretty nice. Look at those. Oh, there's the speedster. I think that speedster like little like dash like thing actually looks pretty good. I like it. All right. So, a final touch we can do is we can go to the player sprite. And do you all see this move player magnitude friction? This gigantic likable yes clump of code here. Let's make it so that instead of just doing up, down, left, right, you can also do WASD, what you usually use to play video games. So let's drag out 4 ors. Make sure you're in the player sprite for this. 4 ors. And then go to sensing and then drag out key space pressed and put them in the second space for or in each of those 4 ors. For the first one, we're going to do W. So scroll down until you find W, because W is up when you're playing a game. So now add the up arrow from the if into the first or, and then drag this entire thing inside the if. So now when you click the flag, you should use W. You're able to use W to move up. Now we're going to do the same thing for everything else. For the down arrow is usually S in WASD. So we're going to change it to S, and then we're going to combine it with down arrow that we got from the if, and we're going to put it in the if. So now we can move up and down with WASD. Now, for moving right, so matching the right arrow, we're going to put the right arrow in first, and then we're going to place it in, and then we're going to change key space pressed over here to D, since D represents right in WASD. So now we can move up, down, right in the WASD kind of. Finally, what we're going to do is we're going to change this key space press to A, because A represents left. And we're going to put the left in here, and we're going to place it in the if. So now we can use the WASDs or the arrow keys to move. And personally, I like the WASD keys more because they're larger, and I can use my middle finger, my pointer finger, and my ring finger to move around while using my thumb to click the spacebar in order to shoot. But you can also shoot by clicking down your mouse. So you can also use your mouse to do that. Mouse with arrow keys also works, or any combination really. Oh, speedster. It's annoying. Oh boy, I already lost all that health. I started out with 20 health, by the way. So I'm already losing quite a lot. Okay, so that's going to be it for today. Next time, I think what we should implement is we should make it... Oh, I reached 0 health, so I lost, so everything stopped. But next time, I think we should implement an actual shop. So we have money right now, but we can't do anything with it. So next time, I think we'll implement a shop where we can buy other weapons. So right now, we have a really fast, like kind of... We can shoot really fast, right? But the bullets only deal 1 damage. I think next time we should do a slower shooting one that you can buy in the shop and you can change to it, and it's gonna shoot slower, but it's gonna deal 2 damage or even 3 damage, right? I think that's a pretty good idea. I think that's pretty good. All right. Well, since we're done, make sure you save your project. If you have a problem with saving, please tell me, and I'll help you with it. Else,
Yeah, I have
else if
one.
you're done, okay, I'll help you with that real soon. But if you're done, you can leave now, and I hope you have a great week.